Prince Harry attended a dinner organised by the World Health Organization that honoured survivors of childhood violence in New York this weekend. However, there was one glaring absence at the event: his wife, Meghan Markle. Caught in the crossfire of royal hierarchy, Harry's awkwardness was on full display when he attempted to share a sweet moment with Queen Mathilde of Belgium. In what can only be described as a cringe-worthy hug attempt, it appears that Queen Mathilde was all too eager to maintain a royal distance. Harry, who was attempting to channel his inner hugger, quickly learnt that such tactics don't always translate well, especially in the hallowed halls of European royalty. The photos from the event are truly a sight to behold. Picture this: Harry loitering in the background while Queen Mathilde and other dignitaries gleefully engage in front of the cameras. It's almost as if they were holding a "We're Not Harry" convention and he missed the memo. His eagerness to hug it out with the Queen was met with a polite yet firm restraining hand on his shoulder, leaving our beloved prince looking like he just spotted a ghost. Poor Harry desperately reaching for connection, only to be met with a royal cold shoulder. Now, it's not just the alleged snubbing that has everyone chuckling, it's the sheer absurdity of the situation. Our dear Prince Harry, trying to re-establish his royal connections, looked less like a prince and more like a confused security guard lost at a gala. As he stood there looking utterly lost and devoid of direction, one couldn't help but wonder if he was channeling his inner "please someone notice me" vibes. Body language expert Judy James noted that Harry appeared to be struggling with his visible demotion. Can't we all relate? However, the real question remains, why does Harry insist on attending these events when he clearly hates them? Let's talk about Harry's attire for a moment. He showed up in typical "I just rolled out of bed" fashion. Was that a deliberate choice, or did he just lose a bet? One can only assume that he thought, why bother with a tie? I'm just here to hug a queen. However, the Queen didn't want to be hugged. The juxtaposition of Mathilde's elegant poise next to Harry's dishevelled appearance was truly a sight for sore eyes. Meanwhile, Queen Mathilde, whose dedicated years to her royal duties exuded grace and confidence, leaving Harry to flounder in a royal wake. Imagine if Meghan had been there, decked out in some extravagant gown that she'd have stolen the spotlight and made Harry look even more like an extra in a royal drama. But back to our dear Duke. Did he really expect that every royal would embrace him with open arms? It's a little delusional, don't you think? Perhaps he should consider royal protocol before launching into his bear-hugging antics. Most Europeans aren't as touchy-feely as Harry and Meghan. The most entertaining aspect of this royal reunion was of course Harry's body language. One can only guess what was going through his mind as he clung to the Queen like a lifebuoy. His facial expression was a mix of confusion and desperation, which only added to the overall spectacle. It was as if he were thinking, please someone, validate my existence. While Harry may have attended the dinner with hopes of rekindling his royal connections, the reality was a cringe fest of epic proportions. Between awkward hugs and bewildered expressions, he was once again reminded that in the world of royals, it's not always a fairy tale, especially when you're the forgotten prince.